Welcome to Inside the Capitol. I'm Sean Peterson with the Minnesota Catholic Conference, and this is your update on issues impacting life and dignity at the Minnesota Legislature. The 2019 legislative session is well underway. The House and Senate gavelled into session on Tuesday, January 8th. Following the 2018 elections, Minnesota now has 40 freshman legislators, 39 in the House of Representatives and 1 in the Minnesota Senate. Control of the House has switched hands. The DFL now holds the majority by 16 seats. In the Senate, Republicans hold a 1-seat majority. Minnesota's new governor, Tim Walz, and new Attorney General, Keith Ellison, are also now in office. This week, both leaders joined in a bipartisan press conference with faith leaders, including Archbishop Bernard Hebda of the Archdiocese of St. Paul in Minneapolis, to address the impact of the federal shutdown on Minnesotans. They're calling for an end to bipartisan politics that have led to the longest federal government shutdown in U.S. history.
Stop this shutdown, and then let's get back to having that, which can be a healthy and fair debate, but not with the leverage of vulnerable and Minnesotans and Americans across the country at risk.
Although the shutdown is on the federal level, Minnesota's leaders on both sides of the aisle are working together to prepare ways to keep programs afloat at the state level.
When we do agree on things, it's important for us to stand together and show Minnesotans that doing the right thing isn't partisan. You're talking about health care and food for our most vulnerable populations. I think it only makes sense, and everyone can agree that we need to step up and make sure that people have those services. Those are just the most basic needs that we provide to the most vulnerable people in our state.
And this is real people facing hunger with children, facing some of those issues. And my message to them is that we are prepared to deal with this. As of today, the state of Minnesota, all things are functioning as they should. We are triaging, as I said. Our commitment is through compassion and kindness to make sure that those most vulnerable amongst us are not left out, that everyone's here, and that we do our best to find a solution.
Ending the shutdown may be up to political leaders, but Archbishop Hebda says faith leaders can get behind bipartisan solutions that protect the poor and vulnerable.
I certainly wish that the Archdiocese or any of our religious organizations had the resources to be able to fix this. We can't. But we know that as we come together, as we support those who represent us in government, that we have the opportunity to have an impact.
Not only can our faith leaders support policies that protect life and dignity, you as constituents can also have an impact on what your legislators do and think. Here's how you can take action. Head to mncatholic.org/Action Center and click on Join the Catholic Advocacy Network. You'll receive updates on the decisions facing your legislators and ways you can build relationships with your legislators. You can also register for Catholics at the Capitol. On Tuesday, February 19th, you can join Catholics from across Minnesota and all of Minnesota's bishops for a day of prayer, inspiration, education, and advocacy. You will hear from inspiring speakers, including actor Jim Caviezel from The Passion of the Christ. You will learn about policies that defend life and dignity before meeting with your legislators to discuss those issues. Register by Sunday, February 3rd for this incredible day by going to catholicsatthecapitol.org. And we'll see you in St. Paul on February 19th. Make sure you share this video with your friends, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and join us for the next edition of Inside the Capitol.